Today, March 12th, and it is our last before spring break. Yay! I'm so excited about it. I hope you guys have some wonderful plans for spring break. You can get out and play outside and get lots of rest and activity and sleep and just have fun next week. All right, so, but before spring break, let's finish up our phonics for the week. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with you. So we are on lesson 10 today of unit 5. We're on lesson 10. And the first thing that we're going to do is we are going to do some sound scientist work again today. Our first sentence is, the fastest hawk in the world can fly 240 miles an hour. The word we're going to focus on is the word hawk. How many syllables are in the word hawk? Hawk. How many syllables is that? Hawk. That's just one syllable. Yes. Now, how many sounds are in the word hawk? How many sounds do you hear? Stretch that word out for me. Okay, so I hear hawk, hawk. I hear 3 sounds in that word. What is the vowel sound in the word hawk? Now, I'm not asking for the actual letters, but the sound, the vowel sound. It is the aw sound. Good. All right, let's listen to this sentence again. The fastest hawk in the world can fly 240 miles an hour. What is a hawk? Well, I think because it says it flies, it must be a bird. So what are some words that you guys have that rhyme with the word hawk? What about talk or chalk or squawk or balk? All of those words rhyme. All right, our second sentence is, when I grow up, I want to invent a machine that will turn peas into ice cream. I think that would be a fabulous invention. I don't like peas. The word that we're going to focus on is the word invent. How many syllables are in the word invent? Think about that. Use your chin. Invent. Invent. I hear 2 syllables. Invent are the 2 syllables. And let's look at the first syllable. The first syllable is in. What is the vowel sound that you hear in that first syllable? In. What do you hear? Yeah, I hear the eh sound. And let's look at the second syllable. Vent. Vent. What is the vowel sound you hear in the second syllable? Right, I hear the sound. So let's stay with the second syllable, the vent. How many sounds are in that last syllable? So I hear v and v and. So I hear 4 sounds. I hear the v, n, t. Good. So what is the last sound of the first syllable? Remember, the first syllable in invent is in. What's the last sound you hear in in? It's the n sound. It's not in, it's n. Good. All right, so say the word invent for me. Say invent. What word do you get if you add ing to the end of invent? All right, you get inventing. Good. Say the word invent again. What would you get if you add shun to the end of that word? Invention. Invention. Good. So let's say the sentence again. When I grow up, I want to invent a machine that will turn peas into ice cream. What does it mean to invent something? Yeah, it means to make or create a new thing. Good. All right, so now we are going to manipulate our phonemes. We are going to substitute, not delete today. We're going to substitute the first sound of a final blend. Our first sentence is, I bent down to pick up the pencil I dropped. Say that word with me, bent. And let's stretch that word out. I hear b and b and my pointer. So the nt is the blend. The nt says nt, but we're going to substitute this n sound with s. So let's stretch this out. Best. What is the new word on the curve going to be? Yeah, it's going to be best. Good. All right. So the word bent changed to best because we changed one sound. Good. Our second sentence. There are so many dirty dishes in the sink. Sink. Let's stretch that out. I hear ink. Ink. Good. So the ink is the blend. We're going to substitute this sound for oh. Let's stretch that one out now. Ilk. What is the new word on the curve? Yes, it is silk. Very good. Our next one, I checked the grocery list to see what we need. So here is the word, let's stretch it out. List. List. So the st is the blend, and we're going to substitute the first sound of the blend. So we're going to substitute that s with f. So let's say this together. Lift. Lift. What is the new word on the curve going to be? Lift. Correct. Good job. All right, so the next one is, please don't spend your money all in one place. We have the word spend. Let's stretch it out. Spend. Spend. Now we have a consonant of, we have a blend here, but why are we not going to focus on that blend right now? Because this is the beginning of the word, and we're looking at the blends at the final end of the word, okay? So we're going to focus on the blend. We're going to substitute this first sound of the final blend. We're going to substitute the n with l. So let's stretch that out. Spelled. Spelled. What do you think the new word is going to be? Spelled, correct. All right, and then our last sentence is, I got 100% on the spelling test. Test is the word we're going to focus on. Let's stretch out that word. We have test. Test. Good. What is the blend in the word test? Yes, it is the st part. Good. And we're going to substitute this sound right here, the S, for n. So let's try it now. T and t And what is the new word on the curve going to be? Tent is the new word. Good job, guys. And it is about that time. Get out your spoons. Spoonerism time. I'm going to give you some mixed up words. You got to figure out what they're supposed to be. You guys ready? Okay. Bam's so sig. Bam's so sig. Let's see if you can see it and figure it out. Bam's so sig. What do you think that is supposed to say? Sam's so big. He's so big. He must have grown. Sam's so big. All right. So our learning targets for today are I can complete my spelling assessment, which we are not doing an actual spelling test. I gave you a worksheet to do as your spelling test, and I will show that to you at the end of the lesson. I can participate in the game Stump Your Friends, which is going to be kind of hard for us to play, but we're going to try a little bit of it. And I can identify different parts of speech. And while we are here, I want to go ahead and do our word of the day. I'll do in a different word today. The wheel's taking a while, isn't it? Wheel not round. Here we go. Ready? Spin that wheel. Our word for today is water. Water is the secret word of the day. Okay, so remember we're not taking our spelling test, so we can go straight through all of these. All right, so we are going to look at these three words. We have the word troll, boat, and fire. And it says 3 minutes, but you're not actually writing these down. So I want you to just look at it carefully. And I want you to, in your head, put them in ABC order. And then we will check it together. I'm going to give you 1 minute. I am setting my alarm for 1 minute. Okay, here we go. 1 minute. So think about it carefully. Which word should go first? Which word should go second? Which word should go third? You have 20 seconds left. Ten seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. All right. So what was supposed to go first in ABC order? Which word goes first? Why does that word go first? How did you decide that word went first? Okay. What word goes second? And then which word went last? All right, so let's check our work. You should have said boat went first, then fire, then troll, because the B is the first letter in the alphabet compared to F and T. B comes first in the alphabet, then F comes next in the alphabet, and then T comes next in the alphabet on these 3 words. Good job, guys. All right, so here's the game. We can't divide into 4 groups, but what you're going to do is I'm going to show you a strip, a sentence strip, and you are going to tell me the subject and the predicate, okay? And again, it's kind of hard to play this game because we're not together, but we are going to try to at least some of it. Okay, I have to stop sharing. All right, so here, let's do this sentence. Mike wrote a letter and a story. What is the subject of that sentence? Who or what is that sentence about? Okay, good. It is about Mike. So Mike is the subject. Is that a simple subject or a compound subject? We talked about those yesterday. It's a simple subject because there's only one person. Good. What is the predicate of that sentence? Okay, wrote a letter and a story is the predicate. Now this one's tricky. Is this a simple predicate or a compound predicate? It's actually a simple predicate because there's only one action, wrote. If it said wrote and mailed a letter and a story, then it would be a compound. But there's only one action, so it is a simple predicate. Good. Think about this one. Matt and Susan went bowling. What is the subject of that sentence? Who or what is that sentence about? Okay, it is about Matt and Susan. So Matt and Susan is the subject. Is that a simple or a compound subject? Yeah, it's compound because there's 2. There's Matt and Susan. Good. So what is the predicate of that sentence? Good, they went bowling. And is that simple or compound? Right, it's simple. It's a simple predicate. Good. Let's try this one. Ryan has a big dog. What is the subject of that sentence? Okay, it's Ryan. Good. Is that a simple subject or a compound subject? Right, it's simple because it just says Ryan. There's just one person. And what is the predicate? Right, Ryan has a big dog. So the predicate is has a big dog. And is that a simple predicate or a compound predicate? It is a simple predicate. Good job. Let's try one more. Let's do this one. Ben likes oranges and, peaches and oranges. Ben likes peaches and oranges. What is the subject of that sentence? Right, it's Ben. Good. Ben is the subject. Is that a simple or a compound subject? It is a simple subject. That's right. And what is the predicate of that sentence? Okay, he likes peaches and oranges. Good job, guys. All right, let's get back to our screen. I'm going to share my screen again. All right, so this is a little fun thing we're going to do. We are going to fill in a chart with different parts of speech, okay? And we're going to turn it into a silly story. So I'm going to be, well, I'm going to ask you for some words. I want you to tell me some words, but of course I can't hear you. So I'm just going to put some words in there. And hopefully some of our words are similar. And then we're going to put them in the blanks of the story. So let's fill out this chart first, okay? So I'm going to write all this down on a piece of paper. All right, so teacher's last name. Let's just go with my last name, okay? So I'm going to do Kofer. All right, and an adjective. Give me a describing word. What are some describing words? I need 2 describing words, like fluffy or furry or funny, or a color would be good, or happy. What are some adjectives you can think of? I'm going to do green and fuzzy. Those are 2 describing words, okay? Now give me a noun that names a food. I'm going to say pizza. Okay. And then I need just another regular noun. How about cat? And then I need 4 verbs, 4 actions. How about jump, climb, run, throw? 4 verbs. All right, so now I'm going to fill in the blanks in the story to see how silly the story is. All right, so hold on a second. All righty, you ready? Okay, so Miss Kofer is our teacher. She is green and fuzzy. For lunch every day, Miss Kofer eats pizza with a cat. When she comes into the classroom, all the kids jump. We like her because she likes to climb with us. We have learned how to run and throw. Miss Kofer is our favorite teacher. All right, so that was kind of silly. But look, what I want you to do is I want you to try to do this on your own, okay? I want you to come up with nouns and adjectives and verbs, and I want you to try to do this part on your own. I'm actually going to post this for you, and I want you to make a video for me, okay? Not on Flipgrid. I have figured out a way for you to be able to make video or just an audio on Cami, and I will show you how to do that in just a minute, okay? All right, so I think this will be funny. It'll be fun to hear some of your stories to see how silly they are. Okay, so you have, let me see, I think we're not doing this one. Pretty sure I decided the answer was no for this. Let's see if it'll ever open. Yeah, we're not doing this part. We are going to do the other 2. Remember I said that you had a spelling activity that was going to count as your test today? So this is your spelling test. And look, guys, I gave you a little info box over here. You were going to choose one of the spelling words to answer the sentences or to complete the sentences, sorry. There are 7 on the first page and there are 8 on the second page. Make sure you do both pages, guys, okay? Because if you don't, you're going to get them wrong. And this is counted as your spelling test, Okay, and then if you need help, just listen to the box right there. And then you have an ABC order to work on. So you just have 9 words. You have enormous, awful, magnificent, terrible, wicked, giant, bicycle, jealous, and hastily. And you're going to put those 9 words in ABC order. And again, I left you a little box here. Okay, so that actually was the end of our lesson. It was a super fast lesson today. So you do have the, I forgot what I was saying. You have the spelling test, the fill in the blank spelling as your spelling test, and you have the ABC order sheet. And then I want to show you, you're going to do this chart, okay? So, hold on one second. I'm going to go ahead and make this for you right now. Okay, so you're going to need that. And this one. And I'm going to make a new document for you in Kami. And I need to add. Need a blank page. Here we go, blank page. And now I'm going to add media from my computer. And I'm going to add those 2 screenshots. Okay, so I'm going to move this down, make these a little bigger. So when you are in Kami, remember you can add text boxes here to fill in the blanks when you're in Kami. Okay, so like I'm going to add a text box here. Ooh, maybe it won't let me do that. You know what? If you click on a different part, then you can drag it up there. Okay, so you can't actually add a text box on here. You'll have to add it down here and then like make your answer and then drag it up. Okay, so then you're going to fill in the adjective, a food name, another noun, and then 4 verbs. And then you're going to put it in the story. Okay, so like number 1 is my name. So everything that has a 1 in it, you're going to read my name. Okay, everything that has a 2, you're going to say here where it says the 2. Okay, now here's the part that's new that you guys are going to have to do today for the first time. You see where it says comment. You're going to click on comment, and right here where it has a voice, a little microphone, you can click on that, and then you click anywhere on the page and start recording like this. Like a little box will pop up and you can start recording that way. Or, and I can't show you how to do this one because it won't let me do a video while I'm doing a Zoom call. So if you want to do a video comment for me, you'll click the little video camera and then click anywhere. Oh, it is letting me do it. Okay, awesome. So then you will, okay, and I want to hear your funny, right? So either an audio comment is fine if you don't do a video to see. And I work for today, and it'll be fun for you to do. And that's all for phonics class today, guys. So that's it. Here's tell me the secret words of the day. And don't forget to finish work for today, the test, and the order, and the silly story. Okay. And we'll see you guys in 10 days on March 2nd. All right. Bye. Have a great week.